Ever had one of those days where the world's just moving too fast, where the world's rush blends into the evening's exhaustion, where each tick of the clock feels like a race against time, and where the craving for just one peaceful moment feels almost unreachable?
So just last week, my mind and heart were racing as I caught myself struggling to just get through a bunch of unfinished tasks. And I barely even noticed the beautiful fall weather and just the activities that were happening around me. Now this was my daily routine, and perhaps this was yours too.
In a world obsessed with efficiency, we've somehow equated being constantly busy with being successful. But here's the catch. All this efficiency, it's leading to an epidemic, burnout. In fact, it might surprise you as a recent study found that a whole 26% of Americans are finding the pace of life today more taxing than just the year before. But what if I told you that slowing down, often perceived as laziness or a lack of ambition, could actually be the antidote? Recent study like those from Stanford University hint at an unconventional truth. Periodic idleness can actually boost creativity and problem-solving skills. As counterintuitive as it sounds, embracing slow living might be our best bet against burnout.
So, what exactly is slow living? And how can it be a shield in our world that just never stops? So stay with me as we embark on this intriguing journey and uncover the 7 ways that we can truly live and not just exist.
Picture this, a world where each moment unfolds, not in haste, but with a gentle embrace. A world that doesn't pull you in multiple directions, but asks you to savor the now. This, my friends, is the essence of slow living. But wait, before you assume it's about doing everything at a snail's pace, know that it's not just about the literal speed.
Slow living is life's gentle tap on the shoulder. It's a reminder not to just be present, but to feel alive.
Now, Supriya Gill, a luminary in the world of psychology, paints slow living as a dance of intentionality, a rhythm of being utterly present and truly tasting the beauty of fleeting moments.
But if there's one word at the heart of slow living, it's balance. Balancing our wants, our dreams, and our reality. And here's the kicker. Against that relentless pulse of modern life, can we really find that balance?
There comes a time in life when the universe nudges us, a whisper urging us to take a leap and dive into the unknown. And in order to truly grasp the essence of slow living, we must be able to understand its guiding lights. Firstly, it's not always about adding. Sometimes it's about subtracting. Craft your own stop doing list and ask yourself, do these tasks resonate with my true intention? As Gill reminds us, sometimes subtracting creates space for richer experiences. Secondly, self-care isn't just a trendy phrase, it's an ode to oneself. Even a 10-minute window in your day dedicated to your soul can be a game changer. And our third principle is to rein in that digital beast. Try disconnecting from the screen and savor those moments without the digital distraction. In this digital age, our screens often tether us, pulling us away from the now. And as many experts have said, taking a digital detox allows us a greater presence, which is why it's important for us to reclaim our time and just block out that digital noise. And our next step is to engage, immerse, and be mindful. And this isn't a fad. Whether you're crafting a meal or planting a rose, lose yourself in that simple task. And speaking of meals, how about we champion this slow food movement? In our fast food culture, every bite is a revolutionary act. So cherish every bite, be mindful of the ingredients, and forge a deeper connection with the meals. And our next recommendation is to build meaningful relationships. Invest in genuine interactions and just forge deeper bonds. Dive deep into conversations and look into eyes instead of screens, as building bonds with others anchors us and makes us feel alive. And finally, reconnect with nature and just let it ground you. Remember, nature is our touchstone, our sanctuary, so embrace its therapeutic charm.
And just know, to live slow is to live with intent. As Gill reminds us, it's about choices that amplify our joy and our well-being. And this reminds me of a past experience.
Years ago, I found myself among the neon lights of Tokyo, racing against the clock, trying to pack a lifetime of memories into 24 hours. One evening, as I hopped from one commitment to another, I stumbled upon an old tea house. What should have been a quick break turned into hours, as I got lost in the delicate ritual of a traditional tea ceremony. That afternoon, amidst the symphony of the city's hustle, I realized that the fastest way isn't always the right way. Sometimes, pausing is the true path forward.
So to anyone seeking personal growth, understand this. Speed and skill can take you places, but this power of reflection and truly being present in the moment, that is the power we have to pave way for a deeper understanding and a more meaningful success.
And if the idea of slowing down intrigues you, then I'd recommend In Praise of Slowness by Carl Honore. This book not only beautifully unravels the rush in our lives, it also just highlights the magic in us savoring all of our moments. But keep in mind, while the art of slow living can just elevate our personal well-being, life demands a myriad of skills. Beyond slowing down, there are other tools and talents we need to truly flourish, which is why I recommend checking out this video. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming out next. And I'll see you there. Cheers. This doesn't just happen smooth. You gotta take a lot of takes, and it's just like, there's a process. I mess up, we all mess up. So, hope you all enjoy the edited version.